Welcome to Dementia Resilience with Jill Lorenz, a candid conversation as we learn about dementia, Alzheimer's, and its effects on the people we love. Jill's years of dedication and experience help you adapt, recover, overcome obstacles, and help find a positive outcome. It's time for Dementia Resilience with Jill Lorenz.
This show was previously recorded yesterday at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. There's still time to donate and find other good information at act.alz.org. Find other good resources at summitresiliencetraining.com. And enjoy these interviews of people live at the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Okay, gosh, I just ran into two beautiful women decked out in their purple, and I'm asking, who are you walking for? I have Pat and Kimberly with me. So, Pat, tell me, why are you walking in the Walk to End Alzheimer's today?
Both of my parents, my mother and my father, both had dementia, and my mother just passed this year in January.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Two people in your family. That's hard. It's hard on the heart.
Yes, it is. It takes a toll on you.
It sure does. And your friend Kimberly is with you. And Kimberly, why are you walking today?
For my dad.
Is your dad still alive?
Yes, he is.
Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. We just want to know. We want people to understand this is a tough disease, right? It's emotional and it's hard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You know, one of my worst pet peeves, Pat, is when somebody makes a joke about memory loss or Alzheimer's. It's not funny, is it, when somebody you love has this disease?
No, it's not, especially when you're kind of living through it and they don't know who you are some days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the hardest.
Yeah. How old is your dad?
85.
Oh, wow. But he's lived a good life.
Right.
Good, long life, right?
Yes, he's the best.
And so are you two related?
No, we're just friends. We just met.
Oh, you just met? And how did you meet?
We were volunteering at a festival, global festival they have in Aurora. And we both volunteered, and that's how we met one another.
Oh, wow. And so you just said, well, September 15th, there's a walk for Alzheimer's. Let's go, right?
Exactly. We were already signed up for it.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, well, let's walk together.
Yeah.
What's your best part? What's the best part about being here at the park with everybody today?
Right now, just seeing everyone coming out with all the support for the friends and family, I just think this is great.
Yeah.
You have others to lean on and talk to and go through the same thing.
Right. And, you know, for me, every time I come to this walk, I look around and I say, wow, there's a lot of people here. And I say, wow, there's a lot of people here. But it makes you feel really good in your heart, doesn't it, that you're not going through this alone, even if you've lost that person?
Yes, for sure. To have that support is very, very important because especially when you have a parent that doesn't know who you are, it takes a toll on you. So to have somebody to talk to about it, it helps. It helps a lot.
Oh, Pat, that's well said. Well, I hope you ladies have a good day. And I know I didn't mean to cause you tears, Kimberly, but I know I lost my mom. And so I love being at the walk. It always helps me to feel comforted. And I hope you are too.
I am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy the walk.
Thank you.
Okay, I just ran into Allie from the Broncos Community Relations Department. Hi, Allie. Tell us your title so I won't get tongue-tied.
I'm the Executive Director of Community Development for the Broncos.
Okay.
Thanks for having me this morning. So nice to meet you.
I am thrilled. The Broncos organization has really wrapped themselves around this Alzheimer's fight, and I hope that the family and the Broncos organization know how much that means. And what do you think it means to the community?
Well, this has been a tremendous partnership since 2014, and it's something that we have wrapped our arms around, but as an entire organization. So even out here today, we're joined by our mascot, our cheerleaders, our junior cheerleaders, our coaches' families, our staff. It's something that we all feel so passionate about in support of the Bolin family. We have several members of the family who are out here today walking, and it's a great event for us because it brings the entire community together. So we are just a small team out of 10,000 walkers today, and we want to do our part to raise awareness and raise funds for research.
I love that. And we really couldn't get where we are today. I think it's been a huge boost that the Alzheimer's Association actually became a partner in the Broncos organization. Can you explain what that means?
It is, and I think that's a great question for Alzheimer's as well, but they've shared with us that we have allowed the conversations to happen. We've made it okay to talk about this terrible disease, and I think that that's important across the city because every single person that I've run into knows someone or in their family has been been directly impacted by Alzheimer's. And so making the conversation acceptable is the first step. And I think from there, it's the awareness and the fundraising that will get us to find a cure.
And I know that at a couple of the Broncos games in the years past, you put things up on the big board, and I really think that takes the stigma away. Do you agree? And what impact do you think that has when the Broncos actually say, hey, we're not afraid to talk about this?
We do agree. We actually did a great event this year, our inaugural Alzheimer's Awareness Day at training camp. So we chose one training camp practice and turned it purple. We encouraged fans to come out and wear purple. We handed out purple giveaways. Our players and coaches were wearing purple ribbons and towels and wristbands. And it was a way for us to kind of kick off, the campaign leading into the walk. And so being able to use our platform for good and share that message with so many fans is important to us. And we take that very seriously. And we want to make sure that we are seen as a great steward in our community, because that's what Mr. Bolin expects of us. And that's what the Bolin family stands for, is being number one in everything. And we want to be that number one partner for Alzheimer's.
Oh, I love that. Would you please just share with Annabelle and Mr. B that we love them at Easy 1430. We just changed from Cruising 1430. It's hard to say. But we love them. My caregiver nation and my friends with diagnosis really appreciate and hope that they're doing okay.
Thank you. I will definitely pass that along to the family today.
Allie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay, I came across some cheerleaders. This is so fun. I have the Palm team from Cherry Creek High School. I'm so glad to have you here. Ellis, they made you team captain here for a minute to talk with me. Say hello.
Hi.
And are you having fun out here at the walk?
Yeah, we love coming out to the walk every year. It's such a fun event, and we just love supporting everyone with Alzheimer's and every family that's here supporting.
Oh, it's terrific, and they can't help but be supported when they see your beautiful cheer palm outfits, and that's your young people here on the fight to get a cure for Alzheimer's, right?
Yeah, we love coming out.
How many years have you come out?
I think this is our third year.
Oh, incredible. So, girls, can you do a cheer for us?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
FIGHT, fight for a cure. FIGHT, fight for a cure.
Yay! Thank you, girls, and we hope we'll see you next year, okay?
Thank you.
I am with Joe Ellis from the Denver Broncos. Hi, Joe.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to be here. Great morning.
I'm glad to have you here at the walk today. The Broncos have just really put their arms around Alzheimer's and the walk into Alzheimer's and been a big part of this walk. Why do you think you want to do that? Why are they doing that?
Well, of course, both with Pat and now Annabelle having the disease, it's just such a heart-wrenching thing to see families go through, and the Bolins are committed to it. The Broncos are committed to this walk as well as other events, and it's great to be here. Someday we'll have a cure and we won't have to have this walk, right? That's where we need to get to.
I totally agree. I just wanted to thank you on behalf of my caregiver nation and people with diagnosis that I work with, that this means so much for the Broncos to say, we're not afraid of this disease and we'll walk with you and we'll share it with you.
Well, we're glad to be here. We're honored to be here. And like I said, hopefully someday, I know that things are in progress and I don't know how far out it is, but the main goal is to find a cure for this wretched disease, because it just not only cripples individuals, it cripples families. It's really, really difficult. And so, that's our hope, and I'm sure that's yours as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate it. Have a great walk.
You bet. Thank you. Will do.
Okay.
Living and working with Alzheimer's and other dementias can often be challenging. Summit Resilience Training provides education utilizing non-medical approaches for those who work with our friends affected by dementia. Believing families still need one-on-one assistance, we provide classes which help them understand the diseases affecting their loved ones, offering strategies and techniques for success with activities of daily living and working with confusing behaviors. We offer in-home assessments to clarify symptoms of dementia diseases and help families work together to find moments of joy while living with memory loss and impairment. Education programs instilling person-centered care philosophies are offered for professional caregivers working in communities and homes, which can be customized for their staff. Training is also available for first responders, such as law enforcement, fire, and EMT personnel. We are passionate that people with dementias such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and others are approached with compassion and understanding, and those who work with them have all the tools they need for success. Call us at Summit Resilience Training, 303-420-6988 to schedule a class or in-home assessment. Visit our website at summitresiliencetraining.com for more information.
It's time for Dementia Resilience with Jill Lorenz.
This show was previously recorded yesterday at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. There's still time to donate and find other good information at act.alz.org. Find other good resources at summitresiliencetraining.com. And enjoy these interviews of people live at the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
I have found a big family walking for someone. Let's talk to them. Hi, Dave.
How you doing?
Why are you here today?
Walking for my my mother who currently has Alzheimer's, and then also my grandma and my great-grandmother who were both passed away from Alzheimer's. So.
Oh, my gosh. That's a toll on a family right there, Dave.
Absolutely it is.
How do you keep your family strong through all of this?
Wow, that's a great question. You know what? Just love, and we spend lots of time together. We're spending a lot of time with my mom, making sure that the last thing she knows is our family. So hopefully we're the last faces that she remembers.
I love that. That's really sweet. And so, Allie, what's your grandma's name?
Nancy.
Nancy, and welcome to the conversation. What's it like watching your grandmother go through this disease?
It's definitely hard, but I'm there for support, and we just help her through it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's the way life goes.
Yeah.
So you offer support. Bree, are you part of the family here?
Yeah, pretty much. I work at a community up in Lafayette that deals with memory care, and so watching them is pretty difficult, but making sure they have the best end-of-life care is what we really try to focus on.
Right. And so, Allie, do you and Bree work together?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and so it's I asked you earlier, your group actually supported a different walk, the Boulder Walk this year, and you're here at this walk, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, how many people were there?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
From your team?
We had quite a few. We actually brought some of our residents too, so there had to be about 10 maybe 10 residents, maybe 25 total people.
Wow, that's incredible. What's the name of the community?
The Peaks Old Laramie Trail.
Wow, I love that name. Is it a pure memory unit, Bree?
No, we have assisted living and memory care, and our memory care is actually called Generations. So.
Okay. How important is it for you to be here today and get the support, Dave, of all the people around here walking for the same reason you're walking?
I just think it's great because, maybe the money will be able to, that everybody raise, so we can find a reason why this happens, So I think it's great. The support and seeing all the purple, it's awesome. I'm very excited.
I love it too. Are you Bronco fans?
Absolutely.
Yes, I am.
She isn't.
I'm not a Bree's not.
She isn't. She's a Packer fan.
Well, we are really happy with the Broncos support out here. They're going to get us to the finish line, and we hope they get to the finish line tomorrow against the Raiders, right?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes, they are.
Well, thank you for coming and telling us your story. Do you have a team name?
Team name.
It's Take a Step for Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Take a Step for Alzheimer's.
I love it. They have steps on the back of their shirts. Fantastic. Thank you for coming over and talking to us.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Enjoy the walk. I am here with Caroline from Chippy's Chicas, the walk team. Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
I am so excited to have you. Your group looks like they're so happy and ready to roll for this walk, huh?
We are, definitely. We're at kind of the end of the line right now, but we're gonna bring up the pack.
Okay, so why are you walking, Caroline?
We are walking for my dad, who has early onset Alzheimer's. So he got diagnosed when he was 58. And it was obviously very devastating to our family. He's our patriarch, and so we kind of got involved doing the walk because we didn't really know much about Alzheimer's. We didn't expect a 58-year-old to get it, and so we started kind of looking into how could we get involved, how could we make a difference. Obviously, there's no cure, so we were looking for a way to really drive that, momentum into finding that cure, and so we started doing the walk basically right after he got diagnosed. He got diagnosed in April, and our first one was that September. So we've been doing them ever since. We started in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, did one in Roanoke. I'm from D.C., so I'm actually on the walk committee there. And I'm helping plan the D.C. walk, which is in October. And then my brother moved out to Denver, so we were like, well, we just got to bring it all across America and bring our fundraising everywhere. So
I love it. This is a great group. So you said if your group raised $5,000, your brother was going to have to cut off his long hair. How close did you come?
So we're at about 2,500 right now. So we're halfway there, but we're going to extend it into the DC walk. So if we get to 5,000, he will shave his head, which we are all really hoping for. Because so we have two. He's the oldest, and then I have an older sister, and then it's me. And he has the longest hair of the whole family, which is like not how it should be. So we're really hoping to get his hair shaved soon.
Well, Caroline, this is an awesome story. So you all came from the East Coast to walk in Denver today. Are you liking the weather, and what do you think of the walk?
Well, we're loving the weather because we have avoided Hurricane Florence, so we're definitely really loving the weather here. This walk is great. I mean, I didn't realize how big it was. I thought D.C. was one of the bigger ones, and this is actually bigger than the D.C. walk. And so I've kind of been taking lots of pictures, trying to get good ideas. But overall, I mean, this walk is just so positive, which is so needed, because everybody, I think, gets really down, rightfully so, I mean, about Alzheimer's. But the walk is about, the fundraising and all these people coming together really wanting to end Alzheimer's. It's not about kind of the sadness that surrounds the disease. And so I really like that piece of it. And Denver is doing a really, really good job at really bringing up the energy, making everybody happy and thinking about, this is a fight and we are going to win it. Not, this is something that's beating us down, which, it is to everybody. But we want to be really positive today. And Denver's doing a really, really great job at bringing out the energy.
Your energy is infectious. And you're pretty young. I feel like you're about the age that I was at when my mom got diagnosed. I was 26.
So I'm 24. So yes, and then my sister's 26, my brother's 28. So
yeah, wow. So how has this been for you? Is it scary? Are you just rallying around? Are you trying to learn as much as you can in terms of communication skills? But how is this disease progress going for you right now?
So we all handle it very differently based on kind of our personalities. I think my sister is kind of the most rational. She's all about the research, all about the, could we try this? Could we try that? I'm definitely the more emotional one. My brother's fairly emotional too. So we both kind of take it as, we just want to spend as much time with our dad as possible, have as many moments as we can with him, and he's at the point where he's not communicative anymore, so he can't really have a conversation, but he appears to know who we are, and it really brings him joy to see us, so we just try to visit him as often as possible. He lives in a dementia care facility now, and so it's been really tough on our family, but I think it's just this is what this is all about, is once a year we kind of have this time where we have to put the sadness aside and focus on kind of the positive and the next steps. And obviously, he got it so young, so we think there might be a genetic component, and that's something where, it really motivates us, because we want to, by the time we're in our 50s, we don't want this to be a thing anymore. We want there to be, whether it's preventative or, any sort of treatment available, we really want to fight towards that. So.
Well, you are awesome, and I hope that you are the chairperson next year for the Washington Walk, because you rock it, girl.
Well, thank you. I will say my most amazing fundraising technique was I did skydive 2 years ago, and that was the first time I was able to hit the $5,000 mark. So we're trying to come up with more creative ways without me having to jump out of a plane again. My mom didn't really love that one, but
I love it.
Trying to do something big.
Yeah, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. And God bless you and your family. Okay, I found another family team. So I've got Rick, Mary, and Hugh with me. And Mary and Hugh, you are brother and sister.
Correct.
That's correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
And so tell us why you're walking. Would you do that for me, Mary?
We're walking in memory of my mother. She died of dementia almost 2 years ago. And it was the hardest thing we've ever done, but you learn so much about yourself and the person that you're helping. So we wanted to honor her memory.
That's beautiful. I love that. So have you been to the walk before, Hugh?
No, this is my first walk.
Wow. What do you think so far?
So far, pretty good. It's pretty cool.
Yeah? What's your favorite part so far?
So far, the food.
They have great burritos, don't they? Hey, Dave, let's bring you into the conversation. So your wife obviously had her mom having this disease.
And my mom also. So
wow.
Yes, and my grandmother and her grandmother. So we have a lot in the family that have the Alzheimer's, and so we're walking for all of them.
That's
and a lot of friends too.
And a lot of friends.
A lot of friends too. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's hard to lose somebody to this disease, and I don't think people understand how much they give us in their lives. Right? When they have this disease, we learn, like you said, Mary, a lot about ourselves and our compassion and the way that we work with them.
Oh, yes, you learn a lot about yourself. Every time I went to visit her, once she finally went into a memory care, every time I went to visit her, I had to pray on the way in and just look for any goodness I could see so that I wasn't focusing just on the disease. And it's amazing when you do that.
I love that. Boy, you are full of good quotes. I love this. So you said this is your third walk today, and I want to know, why do you keep coming out?
Just to help support it and give money for research and hopefully find a cure.
And you've got a purple flower spinning behind your head here.
Yes, I do.
And the purple
names on it. We need more petals.
Oh,
it's got lots of names on it, and we need more petals, unfortunately.
You know, I've had 7 people in my family with this, so I get it, right? You almost need 2 sets of flowers. Thank you for being on the show and sharing your story.
You're welcome. Thank you for supporting Alzheimer's.
Thank you.
Have a great time. Hey friends, I'm excited to tell you about Pine Grove Crossing Assisted Living and Memory Care in Parker, Colorado. They set the bar high for person-centered care. They're locally owned, and they focus on exceeding their residents' expectations while providing excellent dining, housekeeping, and transportation services. Their care team with licensed nurses are available 16 hours per day, 7 days a week to ensure clinical needs are addressed as soon as possible. Check them out at pinegrovecrossing.com or 303-996-8000 and see how care goes into everything they do.
It's time for Dementia Resilience with Jill Lorenz.
This show was previously recorded yesterday at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. There's still time to donate and find other good information at act.alz.org. Find other good resources at summitresiliencetraining.com. And enjoy these interviews of people live at the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
All right, I found a great family I want to talk to. So Kim and her son Trey are with me right now. And Kim, why are you all out here with your family walking, and what is your team name?
Our team name is Gorman Family, and Alzheimer's has affected my side of the family and my husband's family. And a couple of years ago, my son started a project at school, and his call to action was to do the walk. It was a great call to action because when you're in 5th grade and there's this big disease, there's not a lot that a 5th grader could do. But he found out information on the walk, and he's actually the one I give the credit to getting our family to go every year now. Now it's become an annual event. And how many years has it been now, Trey?
I think...
Is this our 3rd or 4th?
This is our 3rd, I think.
This is our 3rd year, yep.
Yeah, it is our 3rd.
Okay, hi, Trey. Hello. I'm Jill. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me about this project.
Well, I did in 5th grade with someone else. Her name was Alyssa. And we researched about, and then we found out about the walk. We were originally going to do it in Fort Collins, but we had something else planned on that weekend, so we did it down here in Denver, and it was so much fun that we've decided to drive down to Denver to do the walk ever since.
So what was the project about? Just learning about Alzheimer's and different types of dementia, or what were you specifically trying to learn about it?
Alzheimer's, what it's like, a little bit of its history, stuff like that, I guess.
Okay. And having a mother or a grandmother that had this disease probably hit home. Grandfather that really hit this disease, right?
Yes, it did. I didn't really know much about Alzheimer's before then. I just knew that you can't think very well during it, and it was interesting to find out what it's like during that, and it really hit close.
Yeah, and so, Mom, how proud were you of him to take something on that was so intensely personal, but it also probably brought the whole family together?
Oh, really proud. He didn't say too. Part of his project was to educate others, and I think that's so important because people don't understand like the mind and how you lose parts of it, but parts of it are still there, and just how important it is to still love everyone with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah. Oh, we got a nice hug here. You know, it's very emotional, Kim, and so a couple of people have cried on the show today, and that's okay. I do too, right?
I do every year at the walk. It's just so meaningful, and I'm just so proud of my kids and my family to come out and do this together.
And what a great idea for you, a youngster. How old are you now?
13.
13. You are tall, buddy. Wow.
A lot of people think I'm 18.
Well, thank you for the project that you did, Trey. I think that's really meaningful, and especially for young people to learn about this disease and what their grandparents are going through.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you all for being on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Okay, along the walk route, I have found pugs in a pack. Just kidding, folks, but it's so cute. You have little pugs in your backpacks as you're walking. Hi, Tori.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great. You and your friends, Cisco and
Iris.
And Iris. Hi, Iris.
Hi.
And why are you walking?
For my mother, in memory of my mother.
And when did she pass?
2014.
Okay. Yeah, I lost my mom in 2012. I love that your name is Team Lorenza.
Yep. That was her name.
Is that her first name? Uh-huh. Okay, that's
Lorenza.
my last name.
Oh, awesome.
Lorenz. Well, hi, Cisco. And you're walking in this group because?
My wife and Iris have been friends for life, so I'm supporting Iris. And also my wife's grandmother passed away.
Oh, yeah. And so your little pugs, are they getting a lot of attention here?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Did you know that dogs can get Alzheimer's too?
I did not.
Yeah, they can.
Well, it's a good thing they're here to support.
That's exactly right? So, Iris, how was it living with your mom's dementia?
It was tough. It was a horrible disease. It, just took her. We lost her twice. Once with the disease and then when she passed.
Oh, wow. That's a neat way to say that, actually. I totally get that, right? Did you get services and things like that when she was alive?
No, just at the end, hospice came in. But for the most part, our family got together and we took care of her to the end. She passed at home.
I love that, but you bring up a point that there are a lot of people that do not know that there are services available to you. And that's one of the reasons that we have the walk, so that you can walk around and talk to the different vendors and learn about education and what kind of care they can give and things like that. Would that have helped when she was alive?
Yeah. But, we didn't want strangers coming in. That's how we felt about it, that a stranger would come in. We would have rather, well, we did. We just took care of her. We did it in shifts, we just took turns.
Yeah, exactly. I used to work for the Alzheimer's Association. What I do is provide services for families, like education on how to work with communication skills and things like that. I think those kind of things make a huge difference. But just walking around and seeing all the vendors, are you finding interesting things?
Oh, yeah. We've been doing this for the past 5 years or so. So, it's different every year, but it's awesome.
Yeah. So, Cisco, Tori, are you two married?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
22 years.
Wow. How old are the pugs?
They're 1.5 years old. They are our empty nest babies.
Oh, and they are walking to end Alzheimer's. Well, I believe it or not, this interview actually shines a light on the struggles that families decide to go through, sometimes by themselves, just to get it done and get in the trenches and get this done, right?
Yep, that's it. She took care of us, so it was our turn to take care of her. And that's what we did.
Well, I love that you're walking in her honor. Well, have a great walk.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us.
FIGHT, fight for a cure. FIGHT, fight for a cure.
Yay! Thank you, girls, and we hope we'll see you next year, okay?
Thank you.
You've been listening to Dementia Resilience with Jill Lorenz. Visit her website at summitresiliencetraining.com to learn more, and join us next week as we learn more about dementia, Alzheimer's, and overcoming obstacles with a positive outcome. See you next time.